Welcome back to our continuation of the breeding episode. Now, it's been longer than just a couple days since the last clip, but in that time, I've been able to mate Mav and Amelia a couple of times. So we've got 3 eggs of their breeding. And this is the one that we had last time. It's at 97%, and I incubated it for another couple minutes, so it's only got like 30 seconds left before it's ready to hatch. These 2 have maybe 8 minutes or so left, so we're going to go ahead and set these all down and get hatching. We have a bunch of cooked meat on us to feed the babies when they hatch, and we've got a feeding trough here full of a bunch of raw meat. And we have some more cooking on the industrial grill. So let's go ahead and see if we can set these down. I'm going to set these down first, the ones that have longer. Set them down, and then I'm going to back up a step and set this one down. This one says it's incubating and it's got 30 seconds left. So we should be able to hatch this little baby RG here fairly quickly. Oh, there it is. Come here. I want to imprint. All right, I don't need to name it right this second, but I need to put food in it, and it can only hold 5 food at the beginning. Okay, and then I need to change its behavior. I want it passive, and it's still following me, so I want it to just kind of follow me over here. Follow me over here, little baby bird. Maybe it doesn't want to follow me over here. I may have to change its follow distance. So it wants care in 21 minutes, and we'll figure that out once it gets here. But essentially, you can actually give it some care, either cuddle it, or give it some kibble, or take it on a walk. And it'll actually increase its imprinting. And the way imprinting works is if you do a certain percentage of imprinting, then you as the imprinter get bonus to the stats of the bird while you ride the bird. Or I guess for any dino, depending on what you've hatched out. And so it's kind of cool. It gives you, I think, up to 20 or 30% boost if you do the 100% imprinting, which I'm not sure we're going to be able to do, but we'll try. And yeah, it's just a neat way to get kind of like a boost to the stats of the final tame. So the next short bit of time, I'm basically just going to be continually just adding food to the baby, making sure that it has plenty of food. You can see the health kind of down a little bit and then ticks back up, and the food is super low, so it can only have so much, and the weight it can only hold so much as well. This is the total weight that I think it'll tame out with, or does it tame out higher? I forget, but it can only hold 1.8 right now, and eventually this health will just start ticking up, and when it reaches up to 100%, we've tamed our RG, or raised our RG. And the key thing here is that once that maturation reaches 10%, then it becomes a juvenile and can eat from our feeding trough. So until then, we have to just make sure that there's plenty of food in its inventory and take care of it that way. So should be fine for now. These other 2, let's see, that one's got 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes. So in about 4 minutes, we'll have 2 more eggs to hatch. I think we're about ready to hatch these 2. Oh, there's one. I need to imprint. Thank you. Imprint, thank you. Okay, let's see. Let's get you. That one's a female. Okay. I need to get to the other one. And this one is a male as well. Okay. Alright. You guys come over here, please. Come over here next to your brother. They're so cute. Okay, just gonna make sure that their inventory stays full of food. I'm trying to put as much food in there as possible, and I can only get 6 in there. So on here, I want to change them to passive for the moment. Since they're babies, they're not going to be able to survive anything, any kind of attack or trying to attack other things. So just want to do that. Also want to disable wandering. And the same for you, passive, and disable wandering, and then just keep filling up their inventory. So this one, the female, has the best melee damage. It got 361. It also has the 3400 health. This one has 3400 health, the lower melee damage, 325. What else is different? Oh, it's got 1340 stamina. I think 1340 stamina is the better one. Yeah, this one didn't get stamina or health or the melee. So that's kind of disappointing. But this one, the female, got 3400, 1340 stamina, 361 melee. That's pretty good. I think this one is gonna be really nice. The other two might just be weight birds for carrying back from our metal runs, but I mean, they're not bad. It's just they're not best. Look at our cute little baby RJs. Oh man, look at them. So I've taken a look over the birds and looked at some of the stats, and I still think the female is the best one that we got out of this bunch. So the health is at 3400, stamina is 1340 already, and then the melee damage is at 361, which is just awesome. So I think what my plan is they're kind of offset on their care time. The one that hatched first, once in 3 minutes, this one's 12, this one's in 10. I don't think I care about imprinting all of them, but I do want to try and see if I can imprint the female as much as possible. So I'm going to make sure and try to get her as the high of an imprint as I can. And then for the other two, if I can imprint, I will, but I'm not going to make a point to like do every single one with these two. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for me to try to do something like that for all 3 birds. It's hard enough to do one of them, so I'm going to try to focus on this one, and we'll imprint the other ones as we can. This one's care in like 2 minutes, so I may just go ahead and do that one, and then since these are fairly close in times, I might be able to do this one like more, but we'll see. That's what my plan is. We'll see how it works out. Either way, they're going to be nice to have, and it's going to be a fun experiment in breeding with these guys. So check back later. This one wants care in 22 seconds. Just probably need to fill up their inventories again. Just been doing some chores around the base while I was waiting. So one thing about breeding in this game is it's really just a waiting game. You wait and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait. Wants to cuddle. So that's the easy one. You just press E to cuddle with them and you get 4% imprinting, which is sweet. I went ahead and named her Cloud. And she wants care in 20 seconds. Let's see what she wants. Hoping for a cuddle. Or possibly a kibble that we already have. If it's a kibble that we don't have, I'm going to be really sad. So, come on, cuddles. Dimorph egg. Which I think I have that. I probably don't have it made into kibble. but we have dimorphodons, and so I need to make up the kibble for this. I'll have to look up what the ingredients are for it. Let's see here. Needs long grass and cooked meat. Okay. Probably have some long grass here. Take a couple of those. I need some cooked meat. And since I only need one, I'm just going to use the cooking pot because the industrial cooker consumes gasoline, and so I don't want to waste gasoline for a single kibble. And I also need some mejoberries. Should have some somewhere, I hope. There's some. So just going to use the cooking pot. Need some thatch, water, mejoberries, long grass, cooked meat, and the dimorph egg. Light the fire. And there's the kibble. Yay. We can put out that fire. Oh, I'm thirsty. I have to put the kibble into the 0 slot. Feed the dimorph kibble, and we're ready to go for another 22 minutes, roughly. So I'm gonna set a timer there so I don't forget. That one wants at 11. This one is in like 40 seconds. So we'll probably do this one too, since it's here, since we're here. If you're unable to imprint with one of the kibble, essentially you can't imprint anymore on that bird. So if for whatever reason this one wanted kibble that I don't have, then I would be stuck at 7% imprinting for this bird. I couldn't be able to do anymore because I wouldn't be able to produce the kibble. So that's one of the reasons I have a wide variety of dinosaurs with lots of eggs. One of the eggs that I'm missing right now is these dimetrodons. And so these guys are finicky in that they don't want to lay eggs unless they're in water. And so what I may do is I am going to try to build a pen down in the river, down by the base, to put these guys in, let them lay an egg, so I at least have one, just in case one of these RGs wants dimetrodon kibble, which would be unfortunate. But so I'm going to go ahead and try to gather up some stuff to make a pen for that, and then we'll be back for the next imprinting. So I think I'm going to put the little dimetrodon pen right here. It doesn't have to be very big, I don't think. So I'm just going to put the gate here. Make it 2 wide. And then I think I'm just going to extend it into the water a ways. Okay, I'm gonna try to move these guys out to that pen that we built in the river. So I'm just gonna put them on follow and then get them outside so I can pick them up with the quets, because moving them with the quets is so much easier than like walking them down. So you can stop following. You can stop following. I turned those guys to ignore group whistles because I didn't want them to be changing any of their behavior based on the group whistles, so that's why I have to individually tell them to stop following. So we have our little pen here. Perfect. And then let's do the same with the other one. Just bring it down. Did it make it? Uh-oh. Did it make it? It's just floating there in midair. That's weird. Fanboy, what are you trying to do? What kind of tricks are you pulling? Oh, there he did. He fell. Okay. Now, you guys. I need you guys to follow me. And follow me closely, I think. I'm going to have to change this to like lowest setting. And this to the lowest setting. I want you guys over here in the water. Come over here. Oh, yay, they swim. Alright, cool. You stop following me. And you stop following me. Stop following me, please. Thank you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable wandering on you and you. And y'all are going to mate. And I'm hoping while y'all mate, y'all are also going to lay an egg. That is the hope. And I'm hoping that the water allows you to do that. 94%. And there's an egg. It worked. Ah, I can't get to it. Thank you. Alright, fertilized Dimetrodon egg. So, that worked. And I can tell you from previous experience that what does not work is trying to mate them on land, because I tried that and I failed. So, gonna disable wandering. I want them to follow me so that we get them out of that little corner. Put them here. And there they are. They can just hang out here for a while. Cool. That worked out exactly as I planned. Not all my plans work out that well. This one did. So, aww. Cloud wants to cuddle with me. That's the other thing that I forgot to mention. Is that all three of these are now juveniles. Which means that they will eat out of a feed trough. So I put in all the cooked meat into the feeding trough. I left like 1 or 2 stacks in each of them, I think. Ooh, that one's kind of low. I left a couple of stacks in each of them just in case, kind of as a backup, but it really doesn't matter. They can eat from the feeding trough. You can see their little feeding trough symbols above their heads if you look closely, and it doesn't blend in with the background, which is cool. So now they're eating out of this food trough, which is awesome. Makes things a little bit easier from a maintenance perspective. I don't have to individually fill up each of their inventories. Okay, Cloud wants care in 12 seconds or so. See what she wants. Hopefully it's something easy. Comfort food, Anki kibble. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have Anki eggs. I have one fertilized Anki egg that I got is from the Tribe of Wonder. They gave it to me at some point. Ah! I don't know if I should use it. I think I'm gonna use it. Because I don't think I'm gonna breed an Anki. And I really want to imprint this bird really well, so I'm just going to use it and just live with it. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to make the kibble. Let's see. That means, it reminds me that I need another Enki den, because I need to make Enki kibble. So this is gonna take potato and prime meat jerky. So I should have prime meat jerky. Do I have any potatoes in here? I have some potatoes in here. Okay, and then probably need some more measure berries. Yeah, that makes me sad that I'm having to use that, but I think that's the best choice. I need another Enki so that I can get some Enki eggs. That may be next on my list, is to go do that at some point. I'm gonna put the kibble here and feed it kibble. So we've got 14%, 15% imprinting, and it's 14% tame. So we're on track for an awesome imprinting on that one. I'm not certain that I'm going to be able to do 100%. There's just today I have a good chunk of the day that I'll be able to play, so I'll be able to keep tabs on it and make sure that I'm imprinting every so often. But there's a chunk of the day where I'm not going to be available, and this is not going to be done yet. So definitely going to have to get as high as I can, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it 100%, which is fine. Should be just should be able to get it a very high percentage, which is going to be awesome. So now I think I'm going to go, since I don't have another Enki, I'm going to go find a mate for our Enki, and it can be a Lobi maybe. Pokey Joe is a male, so I need a female Enki, and I need to be able to find one that's relatively close. I'm going to take the Quet so I can bring it back and put it in a pen. But I've only got 20 minutes before that RG needs care. So it needs to be fairly quickly. And I'm trying to think where I can find an Enki. Alright, I'm going to go find one. I'll be back. So I'm here in the Redwoods, and I found a family of Enkis. This closest one is the highest female, so I'm just gonna grab her, see if I can, yeah, she's a female 75, and run her back to the base. Kinda gotta hurry because that RG is gonna want some care, but at least we can have another Enki so we can get some Enki eggs. And then I think at some point I'll have to go find a higher level Enki, just so we can have two really good Enkis. We got one that's already pretty stellar. This one's just basically going to be used for eggs. Almost there. Yay! Just wants the cuddles. Okay, start imprinting. Imprinting is at 18%. So the Enki is going to take Dilophosaur kibble. So we have 80 eggs. Ooh! We already have some kibble made up. I think it's going to take 6, maybe 7. I think it's 6 of the Dillo kibble. And I've got arrows to knock it out. So let's go over here and start knocking her out. Awesome. She is unconscious. Sweet. Okay, so we've got the kibble. I think I'm just gonna wait until it's ready to tame before we put the kibble on. So that's gonna be about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Who knows? You guys don't have to wait that long, but I have to wait that long. Cloud is ready for another care in about 10 seconds. Hoping for something easy peasy. Cuddles! Yay! So, imprinting is at 22% and maturation is at 20%, which is awesome. We're staying on track so far. Getting in all the imprinting that we can on Cloud. And on these two, I've also been trying to keep up with it and doing a pretty good job. 22% here and 18% here, so that one's just not quite as good. It's just I've been delayed on a couple of the things, but so far, doing pretty good with Cloud. Anki should be just about ready to tame. I'm gonna go ahead and put the kibble on her. I think she's only gonna take 6 of them. So taming effectiveness 100%. Come on, 50%. There we go. Nice. I don't know what to name her. And I don't have a saddle for her either. Oh my. What I can do is I can do behavior and do neutral. And I can tell her to stop following me. And then let's actually make her follow me out the door. So we can get her out here. You know what? I think I just came up with a name. We're gonna call her Annie the Anki. Annie Anki. I like it. Got another cuddle coming. Hopefully. Wants to go on a walk. I can deal with that over terror bird kibble. Ugh. Cloud care in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand fed corn food dodo egg. Ah, we have kibble already made up from the dodos. More cloud care in a couple seconds. She wants to go on a walk with me. Okay. So I decided that I found a better name for Cloud. When I said Cloud, it kept making me think of like the technical aspect of like storing all your data in the cloud. And so because of that, I think I have to change her name to iCloud. Ha, that's cool. Welcome back to another segment of iCloud Cares. Here we are, and iCloud wants to cuddle. Love it. Awesome. Wants to go on a walk. And what do we want for the care? Wants to go on a walk. Okay. So, oh, that was easy. Wow. That was a really short walk. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and make you unfollow me. This might actually be the last one that I'm able to do on good old iCloud. We've gotten to the point of 53% maturation and about 59% on imprinting, and that's pretty good. Unfortunately, real life gets in the way sometimes, so I'm pretty sure that this is as much imprinting as we can do. There's a small chance that I'll get one more in before I have to log out, and then I don't think I'm going to be back in time before it's actually done. But if I am, then we'll just continue to try to imprint as much as possible. Maybe get that above 60 or possibly 70% if that happens. So my plan here is to ensure that before I log off, excuse me, can't get around you. My plan is to ensure that this feeding trough is full, and ensure that this one I should probably go ahead and fill up as well, just in case. It shouldn't be an issue. There should really only be one that they need to consume. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all the cooked meat from here and here and here. Take all these and just fill up those feeding troughs. And that's what I had this cooked meat in the fridges for anyway. Oops. Now I can't move. Okay, maybe, oops. If I throw some of these eggs in here, I won't weigh as much. Nope, still need to get rid of some cooked meat. So that's what I had these fridges of meat here for anyway, is to just have spares on hand. So if I got into a situation where I needed to offload meat into the feeding troughs, then I could do that without a problem. So that was the purpose of them. And so I'm just going to get all the cooked meat. Ooh, not the prime. Not the prime, please. It took the prime. Of course it did. One more maybe? Okay. And then I'm just going to make sure that this one's all filled up as well. So we need 18, 19. We'll get 20 stacks just in case. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We'll take a couple extra. Run it over here. Make sure that this guy's filled up. And that should take care of them for a while. Long enough, at least, for me to come back and check on them. And they should be in good shape. These two just got cared, I don't know, maybe 5-7 minutes ago. And this one, obviously, iCloud we just did a few minutes ago. So, like I said, it's possible I'll get one more in before I have to leave, but I'm not sure, and we'll see if I get back in time to get any imprinting done at all. And I just want to throw the rest of this in here and then take these eggs and put them in the egg fridge, which is, hello, wow, that lagged hardcore. The egg fridge, which is over here, not that one. These are just eggs that I collected around the base. Throw in the citronol because it's there. Everything else should be fine. But it's been a good productive day breeding. We hatched the eggs. We grew them into adolescents. We've got 3 decent RGs. iCloud is by far our best one that we hatched today. We're at 50%, and this has taken a long time. Overall, the entire process, I think, is 11 hours or something for them to mature on our server settings, and we're only halfway there. So it has been very interesting. It's been time consuming to come in and actually get 59% on the imprinting. But, that can really have its benefits, and we'll see that later. Once these guys have actually grown all the way up and we can take them out and demonstrate some of their cool abilities of extra bonuses to lots of the stats. So thanks for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been fun for me. Hope it's been fun for you. If it is, throw me a thumbs up down below. Throw a comment if you have questions, thoughts, concerns. If you just want to say hello, do it. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. This is Zenix. We'll see you next time.